What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Scores! He did it again!
I just killed him. Before the game, I just killed John Madden because of a stink bomb.
Split special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks him in.
Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
That was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Game's over. Game is finally fucking be over.
Ed, you got to turn your mic on. I think. Got his hand on the button.
And now, our feature program.
How's it going tonight?
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much.
Hey, we're back again.
Yep, we're back again. We got a week
made it
before
for
we
me,
get
gentlemen.
fat, boys.
Are we sure we made it? We're not just in a never-ending cycle of repeating the same day over and over and over again?
I'm pretty sure I did not see Bill Murray get up to that Sonny and Cher song today, so I think we're good.
Well, I mean,
You
Travis
don't
is
wake up
talking
then every
about
morning?
the week before we get fat. What if I'm already fat?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Fat.
think we've already.
Have you
passed
seen
that
this
a few
thing?
years ago.
We're all
There's
getting
originally
the
a stick.
COVID 45.
Yeah. I haven't stepped on the scales since before it, so I'm afraid
We're
to.
up to the COVID 60 now because we're over 6 months in, so we're at the COVID 60 mark.
It is ridiculous.
Oh, it's been bad. So,
Ooh,
we got
excuse me.
some basketball this week for the first time in a while. Nothing
The heck
crazy.
say?
Yeah. You know, they had a draft last night, I guess. I don't know
Tuesday night.
why. Oh, Tuesday night. Sorry.
Because they're still planning on a season and they need people?
Maybe, I guess.
There was college kids that came out that needed somewhere to go play.
I guess so.
So happy
we-
for their parents.
When we got out, all we had to do, we had to go pay to play.
Yips.
All right, so I guess we'll just do the top 10 picks of this year. And if anybody has any comments on them or knows anything about them, talk about them. Because I don't know anything
60
about
was
these
too
guys.
many.
Because there was no Final Four this past year. There's no March Madness, so I know nothing about these guys.
We're just gonna call this section, phonics with Travis.
Yes, because these names are awful. So the number one pick was picked by the Timberwolves. They drafted Anthony Edwards. Warriors were at number 2 with James Wiseman. The Hornets took LaMelo Ball at number 3.
Wait, did
Question
he
for
say
you guys.
LaMelo or LaMelo?
LaMelo. He said LaMelo.
I did
He
say
said it
LaMelo?
correctly.
Oh, wow.
He said it correctly. That's why me and Chris started clapping for him. So, do you guys think LaMelo's going to have a better career than his older brother?
Are you
Who
going
came-
with like the Manning philosophy?
Well, no. So his.
I
brother
think
was-
he's not as big of an idiot.
Yeah, that's the thing. So his brother came out. Was it 3 years ago now? 2-3 years ago?
Something like that.
Drafted by the Lakers the same year we drafted Tatum.
Oh, yep.
So he was drafted by the Lakers, and his dad talks a lot of crap and tried to create his own like shoe lines and all this other crap.
His own brand.
Apparently,
Their
his own
their
brand
dad
and everything.
is a crazy person.
Yeah, so apparently his dad said he could beat Jordan one-on-one.
Oh,
Well, does anyone know who the owner of the Hornets is?
Jordan.
That would be correct. So
When did he stop owning the Wizards, or does he still own part of the Wizards or the Wizards?
No, I think he sold the Wizards to own the. He sold his partial to take more of an ownership in the Hornets, something like that.
Yeah.
But so now the question is, does Jordan challenge him to a one-on-one game to shut him up?
No.
I
No.
don't think he needs to.
God, do you realize that would probably get more publicity and more people viewing than like any other basketball game has in the past like 10 years?
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
fact.
But
It's
I
just
think
a little like 30-minute one-on-one.
Jordan wouldn't want to lose his credibility of being remembered as the best of all time.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way to go ball out with some 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, these kids are.
No,
This kid.
no, his dad.
Oh,
Dad.
his
That
dad.
Oh.
would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes, his dad. was
Levante,
with
I think it's Levante Ball.
Yes, I can double check the name.
Really? Huh, I'd watch that, and I don't watch basketball. Well, like I said, the last time I actually watched basketball, Jordan had won his sixth title.
LeVar Ball.
LeVar
LeVar.
Ball.
I knew that it was the same as all the other ones, all those L names.
LeVar is 53.
I think Jordan's up there too. What's Jordan at? Anybody know?
Jordan is he was born in 63. That puts him at 57.
Woohoo! Look at me, that quick math.
There you go.
My dad was born in 61, so I just had to subtract 2 from my dad's age.
There you go.
That's good you remember that, because I don't remember when my parents were born.
What's funny
They're
is
old.
I asked my dad just the other day, I'm like, I have no idea how old you are. You're like 54?
He's like,
oh.
He's like, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, I realized that after the age of like 34 with you, I have no idea how old you are anymore. I just kind of guess.
Well, you're like, I'm going to be 35 this year. You had me, you were older, so we're going to go with 50.
What's funny is to remember how old I am, I have to think of how old my brother is first, and I know that I'm 5 years younger than him.
Yeah, I can't even remember. I have to go on like Facebook to figure out how old I am.
All I remember is that Jeremy is 3 years younger than me for a couple of months, so his birthday's coming up next month. I just turned 36, Jeremy, so you're going to be turning 34.
Damn, I'm old. Time to retire.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't feel good at 34. I'm just letting you know.
So
All
Everyone told me
stuff
once
really started to go at 34.
Everyone told me once I hit like 25 it would start. Then everyone told me once I hit 30 it would start. And...
well, when you hit 30, the belly starts showing up.
No, that was once I had kids.
That too. Well, you had kids right around 30, so.
I was like 28, 27. Remember, Ted's older than Connor.
Oh, yeah.
And you're older than me.
Yeah. So the Bulls at number 4 picked up Patrick Williams.
424.
F4.
F4?
24?
No, it's supposed to be 4. At number
Okay.
5, the
Wait,
Cav.
Doesn't Patrick Williams play cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals?
I don't know, but I do have a linebacker playing tonight. That's all I know.
Hey, Chris. I figured we could chat, even though I think he's frozen.
I think.
The other
Peterson.
two just-
Yeah, I think. No, he's here. He's alive.
Oh.
Patrick Peterson's the one I was thinking of.
Ah. So the Cavaliers took Isaac
Who the
Okorowo.
Bulls took. You're on the Bulls.
No, I gave you the Bulls. It was Patrick
You didn't
Williams.
know. Oh, there you go.
Yes, you weren't listening.
I didn't hear
doesn't
you say
Patrick
anything
Williams-
about the Bulls, all right?
That's where the Patrick comment about the cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals came in.
Yeah, you weren't listening. So the
I
Cavaliers at number 5, Nate, they took Isaac Okorowo. There's a lot of O's in that name.
Why don't you say that again?
Hey, Amanda. Okay, Oro.
Okay, put it together.
Okay, Oro. Okay, I don't know.
Oko?
Does anybody know his last name? Chris?
Okoro.
A
I
crow?
don't know. Okoro? Okra?
Is he Native American?
Oh my god.
It sounds like a Native American last name.
Let's just move on to the Hogs.
All right.
No,
Number
the-
6.
Yeah, the 6 is
Even worse.
yeah. Onye aka oko gogoro you.
Wait. What was that?
What?
That's not a name. That's just a bunch of syllables.
Yes, it is. Clearly, it's a name.
That's just a bunch of weird sounds. Those are sounds I make when I stub my toe. Onyeka. Ok. Okay. Oklong Woo. How do you pronounce that, Jaren? You did it earlier.
It's
Anika Okongwu.
something like that.
So he's going to the
I'm
Hawks.
still here for you, buddy. Man, whew, we really let you drown.
Yeah, you did.
It's because we couldn't breathe. We were laughing so
Poor
hard.
man is offending everybody, and not even trying to on purpose. Just it's old man like, oh grandpa.
I can't pronounce these names.
Oh,
Wait, Nate. What's the number one rule of podcasting? You do not help him
Yeah.
pronunciate the names.
I know, but at some
Not
point,
until I fail thoroughly.
talking about Native Americans and then stuff in toes, like oh sugar, oh bless your sweet heart.
At number
Oh,
7.
Isn't that why we haven't pronunciated the names for
Yes.
the entertainment value?
I think so.
Oh,
That's why
so
this is the first thing on our list before I've been drinking. Too
Oh, I
much.
should have announced our sponsors before all that.
You can do it right after this. So number 7, the Pistons took Killian Hayes. The Knicks took Obi Toppin.
It's like the beer, Killian's.
Oh, Killian Hayes.
See?
And
You gotta
then-
relate to something he knows.
Right.
He still can't pronunciate it correctly.
And then the Knicks at number 8 took Obi Toppin. It's got to be Obi because it's spelled like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We didn't do nothing.
I see Chris over here like, I'll agree.
Yeah. I got nothing.
The Wizards took Denny Dejay? Dejaya?
You're tiptoeing all around it there.
Ava
You can
Dejay?
tell Chris wants to help.
Come on, Chris. Give me a line.
I have no idea either.
Nate, do you know?
Avdija?
See, you don't know any better than me.
Avdija.
Avdija?
I mean, if you sound all those letters out with a hard D, then yeah.
Well, probably
Hey,
with our
like-
lucky.
do number 10
I need
for
an
you.
Ajad. I need an Ajad.
Why is Nate always talking about a hard D?
Because a
Nate
hard
loves
D
the
is
hard
what-
D.
No one ever wants a soft D. It's all about the hard D.
Hey, Travis, I'll take care of number 10 for you. The Suns drafted Jalen Smith.
You ass.
Good job, Jeremy.
You know, you just
Wait.
have to learn how to enunciate the names.
Way to bring it all together.
In actual basketball news and with names that we actually know, Gordon Hayward opted out and he will become a free agent from the Celtics. He was due to earn $34 million this year from the Boston. Would you leave for 34 to go somewhere else for if you're gonna make $34 million in a year?
Where did you get all that write up from?
What write up?
Didn't you just spit off like a whole bunch of information about the Celtics and his contract and all that?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
The only thing I see is a Ford 34 million Boston on the little thinger.
That's all he said.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I
just
feel
used a
like
lot
that
more
way
words.
more.
He
He
just
said a lot
added
more
the team
words.
name.
Yeah.
Oh,
He said the Boston Celtics. He kind of changed it up.
I moved
got
things
it.
around.
I was
Paraphrase.
like,
'Cause
this doesn't read what you said.
Well, Chris isn't from here, so I wanted to make sure he knew where Gordon Hayward was from.
I didn't know who Gordon Hayward it was.
I
at
don't
all.
watch basketball, so even if yeah.
But would
That
you
makes
leave a
nothing.
place you were guaranteed $34 million?
Only if he has. My thought is he has somewhere that's his agent has reached out to a few teams, and there's possibility of a long-term deal with more money because NBA contracts are guaranteed,
Yeah.
and a lot of time any of the opt-outs are player opt-outs. Not many times do a team have the option. It's
Player
always the
choices.
player. Yeah, so
He's gonna go to L.A.
No, that would be.
no. Anthony Davis is going to sign a supermax there after he opted out.
He could go to the Clippers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe.
They play in the
Alright.
same place.
All right, and our last thing for basketball is Kayla Thompson is
Clay.
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 Oh, I would have spelled it with a C.
Kayla?
Kayla? I don't know. Klay Thompson is out for the season with a torn Achilles. He was one of the Wizards' standout shooting guards. He will miss the
Warriors.
Sorry. It's been a long day.
I just think he hasn't started drinking yet, really.
I was just about to ask him how much have you had to drink so far.
A quarter of a harpoon. The Rec League. It's actually pretty good, but it's only 4% alcohol by volume.
Here.
He was the standout shooting guard, and he will miss this whole entire season. And so that kind of sucks. But I guess it was his other bad leg because he already had a previous bad leg. All right, Nate. Before we get to the moment, Chris, you should give us our sponsors.
Oh yeah, it's shit. That's what I was gonna go look up.
Yeah.
Hold on, please.
You don't remember them all by heart?
No. That's on me, folks. Hang on. Go to repsports.com. They are sponsor for the week. They have energy drinks and all kinds of awesome workout products. Somehow we keep getting these people that are like, fitness inspired as sponsors, kind of.
Well, it's because they hear that you're supposed to be thin.
You gotta be thick somewhere. If you use promo code Talking Stuff at checkout, you will receive 15% off your total order. They actually have a lot of really sweet deals on packages and other sorts of things. But I've tried their energy drinks and they're pretty badass. So
you got to get me more information before so I can get title things for us.
They were the same one from last time.
Yeah, but you have to actually send me the info.
Sports.com.
All right.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah, send it to me earlier, like tomorrow, before next Wednesday. All right, so now we are at our... Do we have anybody else or no?
No, I'm not going to go with somebody else. Just that one.
Just that one for right now?
Yeah, that's
that one.
All right, Chris, it is your turn.
That section of horrible pronunciation was brought to you by...
A really tired person drinking Harpoon.
There you go.
Just finished drinking a NOS.
I think I had a Java Monster somewhere.
Why we have to get beer sponsors?
Beer sponsors are hard.
Yeah, they don't want to give away money.
No.
We're just
I just got this beer. We'll just drink it on air. 2 each every Thursday. That's only
3 each, 4 each.
Yeah, I usually do 3 to 4. And then we gotta send one down. We gotta send it down to Chris. Airmail.
Don't worry, Chris. We'll 7 days. That way it's nice and warm for you.
Gotcha.
Warm and flat.
You're like, why does this stuff taste like piss?
Because it's from... I'm not going to say it.
But like, Nate, what did you send me?
I sent you my love.
I don't want your love like that. I don't want that kind of love from you,
Nate.
Nate.
Inside you.
Oh, God.
I want you to know what it's like to feel me inside you.
Okay.
All right, on that note, Travis.
Going down to-
All right, so college football.
Yes.
Hey.
Yet another week, COVID is hit. So for this coming week, a total of 13 games were either canceled or postponed. Any thoughts on that?
So are all these from...
Forfeited.
Are all these from like the Big Ten, or are they just all of them all together?
That's through. So when I pulled up ESPN's college football schedule, right? So the major Division I games that they have listed, there was 13 games that were either canceled or postponed.
Oh, so
that includes Sun Belt, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Is that up or down from last week?
I'm not sure. I want to say it's probably pretty close or maybe slightly down just because the SEC, I don't think, has very many cancellations this week, and last week they had 4. But I didn't check into like how many of the like Sun Belt or these smaller conferences had canceled.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these games that are COVID cancels, are COVID postponed, are smaller leagues in the Division One.
I know there's at least a couple. And the College Football Playoff Committee is keeping a close eye on, COVID and the amount of games being played because people are having to postpone or cancel. They are open to pushing the playoffs and the national championship back, but have stated they will not make that decision yet. They'll probably make that closer to, first, second week of December.
Yeah. I would almost question if they should almost do a playoff bubble kind of thing for college.
Yeah, and I don't know, they're keeping it really hush-hush, so they may be trying to look into something of that nature and just haven't really came out with it yet.
Because I think that would actually be kind of cool for college, where you're in a dorm or you're in a hotel room, but you got to stay with your team. But you only have to go one state, and you have to travel cross country. So
yeah, it's a truly neutral ground.
Yeah. So some of these colleges that always lose because they have to go to these Big Ten colleges with all these fans, or these big the top 5 colleges with all these fans, you may see somebody from Gettysburg, Kentucky, or hell, you might see the Raging Cajuns make it through to the big game.
There you go. All right. So the key matchups this weekend, there's nothing in the SEC. There really wasn't the big matchup is number 3 Ohio State versus number 9 Indiana. The Buckeyes are looking to keep rolling against a really dangerous passing offense in Indiana.
The only reason why he put that on there is because it's an Ohio State thing. Of course, it's going to be the key matchup.
Yep.
Well, it is the number 3 and number 9 ranked team in the country. So
nobody cares about Ohio State.
Obviously, somebody does. They ranked him number 3.
Chris does.
It's Wolverines or nothing.
Wait, who are the Wolverines?
You're lucky you're in Massachusetts.
Isn't that a character from X-Men?
It is.
No, it's the Great Michigan State Wolverines.
The ones that Brady played for, right?
That's blatantly wrong.
Isn't that the team that Brady played for?
Yeah.
So no wonder why Nate's rooting for them. I knew he's a secret Brady's fan.
No,
And there's Michigan State, Nate, and then there's Michigan.
whatever.
2 totally different teams.
Yes.
See, Nate can't even get it right.
Well, it's kind of like there's
And then-
Florida State, there's Miami, and then there's what's the other one there?
Florida.
Well, that's what I said. There's Miami and
No,
Florida. Florida State, Florida.
You said Florida State.
Yeah.
See, it's those stupid state
UCF,
schools
USF.
just messing things up.
And
It's
then
Ole
there's
Miss and Mississippi State.
Yeah.
and then there's Florida of Ohio.
Yes. Can't forget about them.
So
Which makes complete sense.
right, it's like Miami of Ohio. Oh wait, that is Florida of Ohio. My brain caught up. Number 15, Coastal Carolina, is also taking on Appalachian State. This is Coastal Carolina's biggest test to date. They face a 6-1 Mountaineer team. That's their only loss this season is to Marshall.
Oh wow.
They're both in the Belt Conference. App State has over the last decade gotten to be actually fairly competitive. They probably hold the biggest upset in college football history when they beat a top 10 ranked Michigan team in 2011.
Oh wow.
Or 2009, sorry.
Well, I know.
That's-
Well, speaking
Did
of
anybody else
Marshall,
say,
wasn't it's
PR when you heard Marshall?
Huh?
In my head, when I read Marshall, in my head I go, "We are." And I was the only one.
No, you weren't
No,
the only one.
Do it all the time.
But
I almost did it out loud.
Yeah,
wasn't this past week also the anniversary of the plane crash for Marshall?
Correct. They did. They actually wore on the inside of the jerseys. They had the dates, the date of the plane crash, and I believe they all wore this. At least for pregame, the same number. They all had number 75 jerseys on because there were 75 people killed in the plane crash.
Players, it was 62 players and the coaching staff.
Yeah, staffers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what's to watch this weekend, guys?
Oh
Trevor
what are we
Lawrence.
watching for Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Trevor Lawrence.
He's back?
He's coming back, business as usual for Clemson. Do we think, they're playing Florida State, so it's probably not the best matchup, but do we think, we're going to see a night and day team from what we saw last week when, they got upset by Notre Dame? Do you think having him back's going to,
I think they're going to want
change?
him to throw like a madman and just run up the score. They're going to want to see 60, 70 points in this game.
Yeah. They're going to want to make, if I think Dabo's going to, try to have Lawrence make that Heisman statement and say, this is what happens when I'm on the field.
Yeah.
This is how different our offense looks, and make that statement for a Heisman.
Especially because you don't usually get to see that through a college career where all of a sudden somebody's out for a couple of games, unless it's usually season-ending injuries.
Right.
In college, they play through everything.
A half or a game maybe, but yeah. So I'm anxious to kind of see what happens and see if he's rusty at all. But
do we know what
COVID fog?
Yeah. We'll see if Cam Newton's COVID fog was a true or false thing.
Yeah.
What time is that game on Saturday?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I want to say it's the 3:30 game.
Okay.
But I can tell you in like 10 seconds.
Ooh, Jim Harbaugh.
Noontime.
Oh, it's the early game.
It's a noon kick, yeah.
It's a noon game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a noon kick.
All right, you better send out a text and remind everybody to watch that.
Yeah,
It seems like all the good games are on at noon.
All of them? That sucks.
Yeah.
They need to start spreading these things out like they do in the pros.
Like Clemson, Florida State's at noon. Indiana, Ohio's on at noon. App State versus Coastal's on at noon.
Jeez.
The Tennessee Auburn game might be a decent game of two mediocre teams. So it could be a close game.
Well, I like close games or really high scoring games. I think Chris froze. Oh, there he is.
No,
he's back.
I'm back. It didn't
Here's
get on froze.
All right. So what is this about Harbaugh?
All right. So little Jimmy Harbaugh, Mr. Khakis himself, is 1-3 this season.
Ouch.
Oh, you can't tell which team he doesn't like.
Yeah. No, I hate Jim Harbaugh. He was brought in to bring Michigan's program
Hi,
in
Shay.
a national title.
That's a Mo.
Wait, that's Mo?
That's a Mo.
Oh, I thought Shay walked in.
No, that's a Mo.
A Mo.
Hey, Mo.
I was like, that's totally wrong screen there, dude. Apparently, I look like you now, Jeremy.
No,
Apparently.
I only heard voice.
He only hears voices. All the voice in his head.
He always hears voices.
Yeah, true. But
Anyhow,
Harbaugh was brought in, to bring that program into national title contention and win the Big Ten Conference. Like that was supposed to be their savior, and he, in his 6 years there, has gone 1-14 against top 10 teams and has not won at all against Ohio State. The only game of the season that at Ohio State or Michigan matters, he has not won that game at all. And I actually saw a tweet, like ESPN posted it saying this tweet did not age well. It was a tweet by ESPN saying that he is Urban Meyer's biggest nightmare. This is right after he was hired, and this was the College game day crew saying this. And Urban Meyer went 7-0 against Michigan when he was there.
Yeah, I think he's on a short list of names to get fired on that team.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to step down.
That'd be his best thing to do.
Do we think he's going to try to go back to the pros? Honestly,
I think someone will give him another opportunity.
I mean, if you see the talking points, you see where I don't want him to go.
That's where I think he'll fit perfectly.
Well, I mean, they drafted him, so
yeah,
exactly.
Oh, so he's an
He's
alumni.
gonna go home.
Yeah.
He is.
So
he was the 15th pick in the '87 draft.
So there's I remember you hearing this, I don't know, a while back, but like pro coaches, sometimes when they go back to college to coach college, they can't do it, and they suck in college, or they come back and they'll be good in the NFL. But it's always the same thing opposite. A lot of college coaches can't come and coach at the NFL level just because it's two totally different styles of
Nick
what needs to be
Saban.
done. Yeah.
Look at Pete Carroll. He was college, coached the Patriots for what, a season, two? Went
Two.
back to
Yeah.
college. Now he's a Seattle coach, and he's doing pretty great.
Yeah, but when he went back to college, he was rumored to have gotten a scandal of paying players to come play for his team.
No,
Yeah,
that
there's a-
wasn't rumored. There's physical evidence. They were stripped of their titles. They
That's just they're only in trouble because they got caught.
Yeah.
just like the
pretty much.
just like
mean,
the what's it
Cam
called
Newton
for,
got paid by
yeah,
Auburn.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or just like the mayor from California or whatever he was, who's sorry because he got caught.
Oh, he's sorry that he got caught for eating out and then closing all the restaurants.
Yeah, he closed all the restaurants. Then he ate out for a birthday party with way more people than there were supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
But he's sorry. He shouldn't have done that. He's sorry because he got caught.
All right, Nate. You're the only reason you're here all week.
Oh, I get to read the Raging Cajun news?
No, well, if you can say it properly, Nate.
The Raging Cajuns.
Yeah.
All right, Nate's Raging Cajuns. They defeated South Alabama 38-10 last week in a 3-touchdown day for QB1 Levi Lewis.
Yeah.
This dude passed for 252 yards and 1 interception.
Wow.
Running back Chris Smith had a pretty decent game. He went 99 yards on 7 carries and had a touchdown. The Cajuns actually put up 506 total yards of offense, holding their opponents to just 268.
Wow.
They did move up one spot in the AP top 25 from 25 to 24. But unfortunately, Nate, we don't get to see them play this weekend. They were one of the victims of COVID. Their game
Aw.
got canceled.
So I heard a rumor that this Chris Smith guy is one of Smitty's children 4 times removed.
Really?
So we might know a guy that knows a guy.
That can get us
We
the
can get
inside.
some Raging Cajun tickets.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're
Is
so
that
we're
like
so we're
the,
taking a road trip. That's what I'm hearing. We're
Yeah,
picking up
when
Chris
we
on the
just sit
way.
there, like, yeah, you know, Jason Smith sent us over here, and you know he's got to know a Jason Smith. So we're good.
Is that like the seven steps of Kevin Bacon or whatever that used to be?
The 5 degrees of separation of Kevin
Yes.
Bacon.
Hey, we were talking about that the other night, Nate.
I had a deja vu moment just now.
Wait, how is it weird that I brought that up? Considering you
Yes.
guys were talking about it.
Yeah, you weren't even there. Oh my
Are
god.
you a member of the NSA, Jeremy?
I can neither deny or confirm that information. Otherwise, I might have to kill all of you.
Oh, some reason I thought you said Nambla, and I was like, oh no, that's the wrong.
The fuck are you talking about?
South Park? No, Nambla, the North American Man Boy Love Association.
I haven't watched South Park in years,
The
dude.
North American Marlon Brando lookalike association, and then they have an association battle.
The only thing I remember of South Park is Blame Canada.
I remember that, Cripple Fight, and oh my god, you kill Kenny, you bastard.
Oh, you guys are
Don't
missing out.
forget about your mom's a big fat B.
Oh yeah. Councilman B.
Oh, you have to watch the pandemic special though. So freaking hilarious for what's literally happening. So good. Spoilers. Mr. Garrison shoots the pangolin and then blow torches everything.
So now that we've talked about South Park some, let's move on to the NFL. So former Miami Dolphins Super Bowl MVP Jay Scott, he died at 75. When the 72 Miami Dolphins concluded one of the most famed and celebrated seasons in NFL Chronicle, it was defensive back Jay Scott who garnered Super Bowl's most valuable player upon the team's crowning achievement. Scott, a 9-year NFL veteran, 2-time Super Bowl winner, and 5-time Pro Bowler, has died at the age of 75. A free safety for 6 seasons, including 2 All-Pro campaigns with Miami from 1970 to 75. Scott's career concluded with a trio of campaigns with Washington from 76 to 78. So that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I that popped up somewhere, and it's like, oh, we gotta do it for Smitty.
Yeah.
It's a big bucket of win.
Yep. Aww.
His life was a big bucket of win.
It was a huge cauldron of win.
My bad, Kevin. My bad.
The other two are like, what the fuck are these two jackals talking about?
I feel like it's one of the movies that you keep telling me I gotta watch. I haven't seen yet.
Oh, I recommend Pure Gold, man.
I almost watched that. What's the one where they're?
I usually don't. I don't know. I kind of squeeze it in between, 2:15 a.m. and 7 a.m. when I should be sleeping.
Or when he should be doing other stuff, and then he, calls me and it's like, I'm so far behind on shit.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
shut up. Don't call me out.
He's really good at that.
He's always complaining he doesn't have enough time to get his work done. Yet he's always,
I
should
get
have seen this
everything.
movie.
No, look, I can multitask. When I'm Adderalled out,
The problem is he forgets to take his Adderall in the morning.
An intervention for Nate.
Well, no, it gets me focused, so I can do like 5 things at once. It's really great.
That doesn't sound like focus though.
Sounds like
No,
crack
it'll get
cocaine.
fun.
I gotta go grab a drink.
Look, we push him so bad he has to leave to go get another drink.
Right?
Well, while Chris is go getting a drink, since I know Nate loves to be the opposite end of everything, on Monday, November 23rd, the first all-black officiating crew will make history in the NFL. The crew that officiates the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Los Angeles Rams game will be led by 17-year veteran Jerome Boger. Are we surprised this is actually the first time this has ever happened?
No.
No? Why not?
Because you always have the Ed Hockleys and whatnot of the world, and they like to keep them more diverse, so they're not suspect of people like Nate accusing them of being racially profiling their referees for certain games.
Oh, Nate's gonna explode. I can see it.
Did
Nate's
I
like
poke
holding
hard
his
enough
breath.
for you,
Go on, Nate. Tell us what you
No,
think.
I'm going
Did I poke hard enough for you, Travis?
I want to go somewhere, but I really don't want to go where I want to take it.
Go there. Go there. That's why we're here.
It does-
Go,
Where are you trying to take it?
It's not a good look for Hank's 2024. So go ahead and not make the comment I was going to make. I'm just gonna say it's about damn time that they have all of one particular ethnic category reffing a game.
So how long till they have an all women's crew reffing a game?
There's not enough women's crew to have a lead veteran referee. I don't think there's actually a woman referee. There's line judges.
There's judges.
Yeah, there's line judges and there's back judges, but I haven't seen like a referee woman yet.
I would say, do you know if there's like a particular time that you have to spend in each level before you can become a head ref?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Like 2 years of experience, then you can move up to back judge, and then
I think it's either minimum of years or per games kind of thing, because there's some of these line judges, they only see maybe 1 or 2 games a year, but then there's other ones that we'll see like 15, 20 games a year.
I wonder if the NFL runs analytics on the refs.
Oh, yeah.
The analytics, like they
They
do.
do.
All right, this was this number of many of bad calls, and if I think that affects their promoting.
They do. They're all graded, and they're downgraded or upgraded depending on how they perform on a week-to-week basis.
That's how
I
they
feel-
become Super
I
Bowl
actually
referees.
like numbers enough to be a statistician.
They're judged as a crew they're judged as a crew till it becomes playoff time, and then so they're judged as a crew and as individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So come playoff time, that's why you always have certain refs that don't usually work with other referees are all created into this crew due to how they perform throughout the season.
They're the most consistent, or
Yeah,
you know,
they call the calls they should. They're not calling phantom calls. They're every game. Every referee is judged on how they did independently and how they did as a crew. All analytics, all everything. So yes, there is a system they use, and the refs get this information and get the video that goes with it that says, see, this should have been called this, but it wasn't, or this shouldn't have been called, but you called this. You didn't know this stuff?
Apparently, I forgot.
So,
Con, you out of anyone, you should know that the refs are graded considering how bad those replacement refs were to your team.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they were great. I don't know what you're talking about. They hated Green Bay.
they were just as great as the coach, the referees that ref the Patriots games.
So everybody knows who Justin Herbert is, right?
I think we just talked about him, didn't we? Something about COVID or mono and
No.
No.
He's the quarterback of the Chargers. The one I said he's actually looks really good. He's just on a team that the defense can't stop anything. Well,
Hey, don't talk too loudly. He's on my fantasy team.
oh God, he's gonna get hurt.
Haven't the Chargers like historically had really just bad offensive lines?
Historically, yes, their offensive line sucked.
Philip Rivers couldn't just get anywhere going.
No,
he's
but
a great quarterback. He just
Philip Rivers had like the top, like he was in the top like 5% or the top 5 in the league every year for passing yards.
yeah, he just threw it under.
They've had a good offense. They've always put up yardage. They just
Their defense can't stop anything.
They had LaDainian Tomlinson years ago. He broke the rushing touchdowns in a single season record.
Yep.
They've had decent line. They've had decent offenses. They're just their defense could never keep them in a game.
Well, does everybody know how his golden locks looked when he was running down that field?
I bet you Travis does.
Yes, because I watched a couple of his games. Well, he decided it was time to cut him off before he went to the Jets game. He said, no particular reason, it's just time. It was getting too long, so it was time to cut it. But being a football player, you don't do anything major changes because every football player has their own superstitions. Right, Jeremy?
Well, okay, but look at it this way. His team hasn't been winning.
Right.
So it's time to change something.
Right. So if he was winning, do we think he would have cut his hair? Or would we think of more as this, hey, we need a change. I'm going to chop it off.
He would have been trying to look like Clay Matthews if they kept winning.
Yes.
It's like a playoff beard.
Just like Nate when he changes either his beard, his mustache, his hair,
Oh, that just happens when I'm bored. If I haven't done anything like tinkery wise, I just start messing with my facial hair.
So we're not buying it was just time.
Now he has to get okayed by Amanda before he does any of that kind of stuff.
Very true.
No.
You don't have to lie to us, Nate. We all know.
We're shaving half his head on Thursday. He just doesn't know it yet.
Listen, I don't have anything here.
He cut a deal. He gets to control his face and his head, and she controls the downstairs.
I can let you. It's well kept.
By her preference.
So you're shaving the Mr. T mohawk in then, right?
I gotta keep it.
It's a heart.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning.
For the flash.
It's just that quick.
Yep.
So do we think he would have? So he would have left his hair long. So we're not buying his excuse that it was just time to cut it.
No.
So
would you have appreciated it more if he straight up no, we've been losing and I need to change something, so I decided to cut my hair.
Yes,
would that be more respectful than what he just did?
Oh yeah, that would have been like, hey, I know you guys understand football players. We are the most superstitious mothers out there, except for maybe hockey players. Hockey players are the only ones I think that are more superstitious than anybody.
Players. Don't wear the same sock unwashed. Socks that have been washed. Don't wash my jersey if I'm, hit a home run every game.
No, really, hockey players are the most superstitious out there. Baseball players, They like to stay pretty.
Agreed that athletes are very superstitious.
Yes. Hockey players are like probably the worst though. They will eat the same thing every day, every week.
When I played hockey, I had a Lucky Penny taped to the backside of my blade.
I had a shirt that I didn't wash the whole entire season because we won the first game. I didn't wash it until we lost the game. It took 6 games.
I bet your team purposely lost that game.
No, because there was like 5 of us on the team that had the shirts. We were trying to stand them up on their own. If we could. Hey,
We
well,
used to sort of fight with them when you took them out of the locker. And
Yep.
They're stuck vertical. You'd sort of fight with them to break all the sweat apart so you could actually put it on.
it was Jeremy's sophomore year. You could spread it. You took it off the hook in your locker and you could put it down and just kind of spread it out. It would stand on its own. That's when you knew you were doing good. So, for the first time ever, the NFL and Visa will host a cashless Super Bowl in Tampa this year. 55 years of Super Bowls, first time they will not accept cash at any of the vendors that have to do anything with the Super Bowl, whether it's in the stadium or at the Super Bowl experience things. They will convert. You can bring the cash, but they will have basically reverse ATMs that you can feed your cash into up to $500 max, and they will spit out a gift, almost like a gift card, a prepaid Visa card that you can use anywhere. So the league had said that this was in the works for a little while. They have been toying with this idea because you're thinking about it, you've got people paying thousands of dollars for tickets that most of these guys are going to be paying with a credit card anyways. The only reason they have cash on it is because the hawkers are walking around and they say they need cash. So if this has been in the works for a while, but this year because of COVID they could really push it through, do we think that their idea for this was because they wanted to keep better track of the stadium, like hawkers and the vendors that are not inside of the little rooms? So to make sure they're not like overcharging people to skim money off the top so they can make a little bit extra?
No, I'm thinking it's more the fact is that people do not know how to make change at all anymore.
This is true.
Yeah.
See,
even when it says what your change is, they don't get it right.
A lot of times.
And they don't want to invest in those machines that automatically give you your loose change and have them count out dollar bills.
Well,
Dollar bill.
first, when was the last time you guys went to like a sporting event and actually had cash on you?
Every time I go to sporting events, I carry cash.
Yeah.
Nate, when we
I
went to
carry like
the
40
indoor
bucks on me.
when we went to the indoor arena football, I had cash on me so we could buy beers.
Did you?
Yeah, I had enough for the first round cash, and then we ended up using the card.
Yeah, I always go.
But we didn't get them from hawkers. We went over to like the bar area.
Right. But the other thing is with the cash, them not taking cash, you can deposit up to like $500 on that gift card, right?
Yep.
So Visa's going to get a kickback of all those
Transactions.
because no matter what, it's all $500 coming in, and you got to know that they're going to charge like $3 and something cents to convert your $300 into that. So if you have a whole 60,000 people at a stadium,
well, what they're
10,000
they're-
have to go.
I think they're for like 15,000.
So
I'm just,
I'm just throwing out numbers.
No, what Visa will probably do is they'll give you like you take $500, put $500 on it, just like any other Visa gift card. But when you pay with that gift card, because it's a Visa, that those companies actually have to pay Visa for every transaction.
Yeah.
So that $500 gift card, even if you use it 60 times, that's 3%, or I think it's like 3 cents per transaction. So they're making money off of it.
Yeah. Well, and you got to think that the stadium is probably going to add a surcharge for depositing the money.
Probably.
Kind of like Western Union or something like that. So the stadium's going to make money off of it. And then also Visa's going to get a cap off of it. And then Visa's going to probably do some type of kickback to write it off on taxes back to the stadium.
Yep. So I have a feeling everybody's making money in a roundabout way, and that's why Visa's like, Yeah, we're all over this.
It sounds like Visa is laundering money with the NFL.
Well, they have been
surprised if
they have been a NFL sponsor for many years now.
Because they're just transferring the money through an intermediary to get back to the other hands of the other party, but making it seem legal and ethical.
Make it sound like everything's on the up and up.
I'm on to you, Big Visa.
Oh, I wonder if
I'd
they're
be
gonna.
so mad if that's true, and then I'm like,
You're the
sitting
guy
in
who
a-
broke the news.
yeah, I'm sitting in a box with no windows, sweating with a lamp on my face, and nobody's talking.
So last thing I found interesting to talk about. Adam Gase, the Jets head coach, said they weren't trying to tank, and that nobody has talked about it. But as we all know, coaches would never tell the media that we are tanking the season to pick up a player, right?
Yeah, this is bad call.
So
That's bad juju right there.
right.
Yeah.
So do you think
This is not-
anybody actually believes his remarks?
Somebody would, but I don't think everybody will.
I believe his actions speak louder than his words.
Yeah.
How about
He
Chris?
has-
Chris, do you believe him?
Chris believes in magic.
No.
No.
Chris is trying to work on putting things in his mouth over there.
He's thinking of Nate. As he bites down.
It's too big for Nate.
It's true.
I was just gonna say that.
Because, as we all know, they basically had the Patriots beat. Didn't they? They had them
Well-
dead nuts to rights that the Patriots were going to lose that game, and we were all going to be like, well, the Pats are tanking for number one. And then in the fourth quarter, they basically handed them the game. So, it's good to say, I'm willing to say that they were like, hey, we're going to change things up. We don't want to look at like we're tanking, but we are going to tank for our number one pick.
Yeah, but I don't
But
think
the
they're.
thing is, Adam Gase is not going to have a job at the end of the season. So I think they might be thinking about tanking, but I just think he's just that bad of a coach
Yeah.
that he cannot win.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he's jumped around to it's like his fourth or fifth different team for some reason,
Something
and
like
he's
that.
never had a winning season.
Nate, you didn't update this next part, right?
I sure did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were talking about it or not.
Yeah, I did it before we got on. So I felt like last week was so many, so I just condensed it down to the top 10. And this
Is that an
the
Amanda elbow over there? I see.
Yeah, she made it home.
Ah, hi Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
So this is the best odds of making the playoffs. Pittsburgh managed to jump ahead of Kansas City to a 61.3% for the conference. And their conference appearance is 61.3, conference win 35.8 with a 19% chance of winning the Super Bowl. And they actually went up to 8.5% for going undefeated this season. Next with the best odds of winning the Super Bowl is the Kansas City Chiefs, 18.9%. Tampa Bay is looking at 14%. The Saints are at 13%. The Seahawks have a 6% chance. Green Bay, Indiana both have 5.9% chance. The LA Rams have a 4.4%. The Ravens 3.3%, and Arizona a 3% chance. And I just realized that two of these teams are playing right now.
Yep.
They are.
And
Neither
Kyler
are
Murray
playing
does not look
well
like
right now.
Kyler Murray last week.
Well, no,
Nope.
Kyler Murray got his shoulder crushed early in the game.
Ah.
They've been icing it every time he's off the field.
And you got to think too. Breeze is gonna be with those percentages.
Broken ribs and
Yeah. So
They-
New
they might
Orleans
not
is
even win
probably
the
yeah.
division.
Have
New
they
Orleans will
announced
drop.
who they're going to start yet?
No,
Jameis
they will.
Winston.
They will. They said that they
no,
are.
they said they're starting Jameis Winston.
Oh, they did.
Re-
So that must have been
Yes.
today because I was looking at it at lunchtime today.
No, they announced
they-
it. They announced it on Sunday after the news or Monday when the news came out.
No,
They said Jameis Winston's going to be their starter.
nope.
See, I heard-
Because as of Wednesday, the reports from the coach, said that they will not announce who the starting quarterback is going to be until as late as possible because they don't want teams to prepare for who it might be. The guess is that'll be James Winston because because it was him that took 9% of the plays after Breeze went down, but they still don't. They want everybody to guess maybe Taysom Hill is going to be the starting QB, so they have to concentrate on possible run happy QB.
See, I almost want to say they're probably going to run a lot of Wildcat because Taysom Hill can go everywhere with what's his nuts, Seamus. That I think they could run both of those players on the field at the same time and run a lot of trickery if they really wanted to.
They could, and that's why I think another reason why the head coach didn't really want to say who they was starting.
Sean Payton's a rascally little devil, that man.
But I think in his post game, he said he made a comment saying that he was going to continue with what's his name until Breeze came back.
He may have said that in a conference, but when he had his interviews the next day.
Well, of course, next day he's thinking about it.
I think plus the fact that Jameis Winston was able to get out and play for him. The coach isn't going to say, "Oh no, we don't know who we're going to start." He's going to make it save face for the franchise and say that, "Oh yeah, Jameis Winston did great. We're probably going to stick with him next week." And
he handed the ball off to what's his name?
Kamara,
and he threw the ball to Kamara.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
It was a good day to have Kamara on your team.
Yeah.
All right.
A good day to have Breeze or Thomas.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there was something he said that they were going to continue with Winston until Breeze was healthy to come back.
You should find that.
And his post game presser, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you find that, and Chris, you start off with our rankings this week.
All righty, power rankings. Holding the number 32 spot is the New York Jets at 0-9. 31, Jacksonville Jaguars at 1-8. Number 30, Dem Boys, America's team at 2-7. They are still at 30. At 29, the Washington football team at 2-7. At 28, the Houston Texans are also at 2-7. They're down 2 slots from 26. At number 27, the Cincinnati Bengals at 2-6-1. They're down 2 slots from 25. At number 26 are the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 3-5-1. They're down 4 slots from 22. At 25, your Denver Broncos at 3-6, down from 23. Staying at 24, the Carolina Panthers at 3-7. Down 6 slots, my Chicago Bears at 5-5.
Yeah, when I was putting these in, I was like, wow, what a fall from grace we've had.
Yeah, our offense is horrible.
What was it? Was their last win the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I think so.
So they basically played their Super Bowl and said, well, we're done for the year.
Yep,
we won, we're done.
And we're like, we're done. At 22, the New York Giants at 3-7. They're up 6 slots from 28. At 21, the San Francisco 49ers at 4-6. They're down 1 from 20. Up 7, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, this was a surprise for me.
4-5. They are up 7. At 19, the Los Angeles Chargers at 2-7. At 18, the Atlanta Falcons at 3-6. And at 17, Travis's New England Patriots at 4-5. They are up from 21.
Yeah, the only reason they jumped that far is because they beat Baltimore Ravens in that rain game. That's the only reason I think they jumped that far, because the Baltimore Ravens dropped, also, but didn't drop as far as expected. But Nate will read them off.
Yep. At number 16, we have the Minnesota Vikings with a 4-5 record. The Cleveland Browns hold true at 15 with a 6-3 record. Tennessee, Seattle, Indianapolis, Miami, Los Angeles Rams, Arizona Cardinals, Las Vegas Raiders are all 6-3 in descending order from 14 to 8. The Buffalo Bills have a 7-3 record. They were at number 6 last week. The Baltimore Ravens dropped back 2 spots from 4 to 6 with a 6-3 record. My Green Bay Packers are still at 5 with a 7-2. Then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. It's 4-3 there. And your number 2, the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the
1-8-1.
I'm kind of surprised that the Kansas City Chiefs is still number 1 and Pittsburgh Steelers is number 2.
Yeah, that just that doesn't smell right.
I think it's because Pittsburgh beat a lot of crappy teams in the beginning of the year, so that's why they're saying they're not as good as they are. Although they have recently played some better teams, so I think that sooner than later, if they keep winning, they're going to knock the Kansas City Chiefs out of the top spot.
I mean, they're over halfway through the season and they're undefeated. Like,
Yeah.
You know, maybe they got something going on, but you know,
Well,
what do we know?
remember, this happened to the Pats last year, so... And you said that they were not as good as their record said, and we turned out it was a lot of bad teams that we played, and we were winning that bad. Because once we had receivers that had to actually play, and they couldn't catch the damn ball, it was a bad time.
No, you don't say.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
All right. So you want to get to our fantasy league?
Let's do it.
Fantasy.
So last week we had Mixing It Up playing her husband unavailable. Mo managed to win 153.76 to 112.64.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I had some players become unavailable.
Sorry.
You know, some broken ribs,
definitely a hard
punctured
hit.
lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of hurt him and the receiver at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like this week's matchup is prime for you.
No, don't worry, Herbert's going down or something's gonna happen to him.
The Dolphins beat Ladies and Edelman 159.06 to 157.02.
This was a close matchup between them two.
Very close.
What did it come down to? A Monday night player?
Yeah. Fucking bullshit. I was so pissed.
That's okay. It came down to the same for me between me and Nate up next.
Yep. Oompa 31's team lost to Joe Buck Yourself 182.4 to 166.68.
If I had just started my other quarterback, all because I didn't see that he was available like right in the last second, and I was like, damn it.
If its and butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas there, Travis.
Yeah, but I went from, if my quarterback had actually scored even close to his points, I would have beat you, but no.
You have no right complaining. My quarterback was supposed to get over 60. You got like 18.
My yeah.
3 broken ribs and a punctured lung.
But that's because he's your quarterback, Jeremy. The only one you were gonna beat is when you play. Yeah, the only one he was gonna play good was against me.
All right,
You have
so
no, because I didn't play him against you.
next we had the newly named Shamrocks for the team formerly known as Fu Flinger Meidong. Beat Bad Juju 137.7 to 120.32.
I bet Mike was happy he came right out of the gate winning.
Got a good team. Lieutenant
I don't
Dan
think Mike knew what
Diet
happened until it's too late.
managed to beat Gale's Grand Team 164.42 to 108.64.
Gail had
This
a
week-
week like Jeremy.
Yeah, she
this
was
week-
crying about it. I told her to get used to it. I'm what, like 8, 9, 10 weeks in like this?
Misery loves company. All right, so number 1, Mixing It Up at 8-2 is playing number 8, Ladies and Edelman's 3-7. What's the comparison looking like there, dear?
Like 4 points.
Ahead or behind?
Me ahead.
So
I should hopefully win.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Yes,
There's also a chance I lose.
The number 2 Dolphinics are playing. They're at 7-3, playing number 5 Lieutenant Diane's Magic Legs at 6-4.
Chris,
How you
what's this looking at?
there?
I'm projected right now to lose by 5.
You better
Right.
fix that.
There's no fixing it.
I know.
We tried, and
I know you
unless
did.
Metcalf and Drake tonight can come up with some big games, or somebody goes off. I mean, Derrick Henry could actually, maybe get me more than 10 points, I might be all right. So
That'd be nice.
It all comes down to the kicker.
Yeah,
yeah, Prater's money. That dude got me almost as many points as my quarterback last week.
yeah. Didn't he have like 40 points last week?
I think it was like 30, but yeah, close enough.
My kicker outscored my quarterback last week.
The number 4 Joe Buck Yourself at 6-4 is playing number 7 Gales Grand Team, who is 5-5.
You skipped right over
How
mine
the hell you got 4? How are you number 4?
because
You need to be better.
I lost last week. He jumped from number
I know.
6 to number 4 because I lost last week.
I just show up so I don't get fined.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
But Nate,
That
you
was
jumped
my-
right over. You jumped right over me and Mike.
Nate,
Oh,
you might
shit,
just
yeah, I
jinxed
did.
Your season.
Yeah. Number 3 Shamrockers at 6-4 are playing number 6 Oompa's 31's team, who is 6-4. Bad Juju number 9 is with a 2 and 8 is playing number 10 Unavailable 1 and 9. The battle of the sack. There's there's
I'm
2 nuts in that sack,
This
Y'all
close
two
to
are
benching
it.
my whole team.
He's like, do I bench him so I can get the sack?
'Cause I know Nate really wants the sack, so I kind of want to take it, just hang it here.
I actually, it's right behind my other keyboard, and I actually really enjoy having it there.
He cuddles it.
It's
He
a real
loves it.
talking point. I wish I had it when I was a recruiter.
Although, did you talk to the lady about getting the bigger pedestal for it?
No, we're just gonna make one.
Okay.
Not worried about it.
So, Durian, we're making a pedestal so we can put all plaques down at the bottom.
My dad's a TV repairman. He has the ultimate set of tools. We can fix it.
Yeah, that might take like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to throw together.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, no, we can make it look pretty and everything.
I mean, but that requires people like coming here and doing things.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it's on my list.
I have an excuse, Amanda.
I can,
Bullshit.
Chris, you have no
I
excuse. You
can
were
make
invited
them
for
all.
Thanksgiving. You and your family there's plenty of
Okay,
food.
well, I also live how many hours away? It's like 20-something hours away.
That's fine.
Bitch,
You
get
start.
in the car and drive.
You start at like 8 o'clock at night. You'll be here the next day.
And then you gotta stay here for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, there's a whole empty house that you can stay in.
She
It's
is
randomly
she's
Travis.
trying to sell me that house.
And just look at it this way: it's right up the street from me, so you can come over and have beers all the time.
I
Yeah.
thought Smitty was moving up.
Well, he's gonna live with Nate.
No, oh no, that was not okayed by me.
Hey,
That's why you got. That's why you got to.
you're with me, you get my baggage.
An LP,
We're
his
50-50
LP.
on a house. It goes.
Well, Amanda,
we
you
talk about this.
You cut his Smitty. Smitty cuddles Nate.
And then he's gonna go to Florida for the winter.
You gonna build him a shed outside? He's gonna live in.
Yeah, he'll live in the basement.
Listen,
No, that's that shed
Don't
hut
let
we're
him lie to
building.
you. He just wants to be the cream filling in the Oreo.
oh,
What?
I know.
You want to be the middle spoon.
Of a vanilla.
Amanda
Oreo.
spoons you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
spoon Smitty.
Just trying to figure out where the.
Fight,
Black
fight,
and white.
It's the golden Oreo.
Fight.
So
Oh,
for those
I'm talking about
keeping
the
track
game.
at home,
Oh, there is a fight.
Smitty tattoo
There's a
belt.
fight. There's a fight in the game.
It's already done.
Yeah, I know, but I was just chanting it on. You guys were fighting at the same time. I figured it worked out pretty well.
We weren't fighting.
Jerry.
It's gonna be.
Oh, they're replaying it.
Amanda's
dibs
not the
on Nate?
father.
Who gets this on Nate? Smitty or LP? Or Smitty or Amanda?
Oh, okay, moving on to this tattoo bet.
Yep. I
Well,
am.
we can always build Smitty that pallet hut out in the back he can live in.
As long as it's heated and has a bathroom.
He doesn't need heat. It's summertime.
Yeah,
We're fine.
we're just gonna open a hole in the wall for him.
A whore in the wall?
Yes, a hole in the wall, right in Nate's closet.
What?
We're gonna dig a hole in the ground.
This tattoo bet I know you all really want to know where it's at.
We do.
No one really cares anymore.
Shut it.
So I'm at 13-7, and Smitty won his 2 games last week, so he's 11-9. So there's still a 2-game lead.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I say you
It's
guys just
too
get
close.
each other's faces tattooed on your asses and call it a day.
No. Listen,
Amanda, look at it this way. If he does,
I don't want to start
you can
that.
when you smack his ass, you're smacking Smitty at the same time.
There you go.
Fun deal.
I was thinking maybe we get outlines of some member, like right here. So if I win, he gets my member tattooed here.
So he's gonna need a
and
microscope to
then-
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then if I lose, then I get his. So it's gonna go from my shoulder blade down to my belly button.
You know it's bad when your girlfriend just said that.
That's why she's his girlfriend.
No. I'll just blindfold myself every time.
Isn't that what you already?
I was gonna say, is that different than any other time?
Brown paper bag it.
Listen. Yet blindfolds are not a thing yet.
Oh, so you're saying Nate won't do it? He's afraid.
Yeah,
He's afraid of the dark.
Hands.
He's afraid of what she might strap on.
Exactly.
So aren't we supposed to be kind of reviewing those picks from last week?
Yeah, so that's actually what we're getting to now.
We're far from a family program anymore.
That's why we
Ever family
that's why we're saying it's not made for children.
At this point, we might as well just get our cracked spoon, our Coke spoons out and start steaming them up.
Bitch, I don't have one of those.
What the hell are you talking about?
So
Doing drugs.
Mo had the best week she's had yet. She won 11 games total, so she came in first place. Behind her, Amanda and Jeremy came in with 10. Then we had Smitty with 9, Chris and Nate with 8, and me and Gail. And Gail didn't even pick last Thursday, came in at 7. So I had a
You suck really bad.
It was a horrible week.
Yeah, I had an awful week.
Well, all half of the games that I picked and dropped were decided by 4 points.
Yeah, it was
They
bad.
were last minute games or last minute wins and crap like that.
All except for us all picking the Titans to actually beat the Colts. The Colts went down to Tennessee over to Tennessee and beat the crap out of them 34-17 last Thursday. Then Houston went up to the Browns and lost to the Browns 10-7, which we all picked the Browns. So not surprising.
The Browns should have won 17-7.
Yeah, except for he ran off the field at the last second, so that way they could run out the clock.
Yeah, it's the risk versus reward.
Yeah.
You give them a chance if you score a touchdown. If you don't score
And
a touchdown,
and
you give
there
them
was
a chance.
so many people pissed off because they didn't cover the spread because of it.
So many gamblers and so many fantasy football owners were pissed off at Chubb.
Yeah. Next we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going over to Carolina, beating the crap out of them 46-23. They spotted them points at the beginning of the game, and then they're like, after half we'll just take it to them. Philadelphia Eagles lost to the New York Giants 27-17. The Jacksonville Jaguars went up to Green Bay and lost 24-20. Close game. The Buffalo Bills went over to Arizona and lost in the final second, with no time left on the clock, 32-30 with a Hail Mary pass. I watched that. I was like, holy crap. Next, we had the Los Angeles Chargers went over to Miami, and Miami won 29-21. The Denver Broncos went over to the Raiders and lost 37-12. The Seahawks went down to the Los Angeles Rams. Rams won 23-16. The Cincinnati Bengals went over to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh won 36-10. And that's the game I should have played. Roethlisberger. The San Francisco 49ers went down to New Orleans. Breeze gets hurt at the beginning of the game and still wins 27-13. The Baltimore Ravens came up to New England and torrential downpours, they managed to lose the game 23-17.
Okay, so at the end of the game, did anyone think that this is any given Sunday, that game in the pouring rain, torrential downpours?
Yeah, it was just like that, actually. It was kind of ridiculous that how much rain there was at the end of that game, and you couldn't see like even the field.
Amanda, I will not get off of Marketplace. I'm just trying to keep him out of your house. Don't get mad at me.
And on Monday, we had the Minnesota Vikings go up to the Bears and win 19-13.
Yeah, the Bears suck.
Yeah, the Bears. Me and Chris.
The Bears' offense sucks.
Me, Chris, and Amanda are the only ones that went with the Bears, and the Bears just disappointed us bad, Chris. I'm done picking them.
Their offense is done. Like the defense, probably one of the better defenses in the country. It's just they're on the field way too long. The offense can't move the ball. You can only do so much.
Oh yeah, it was.
Any update on Nick Foles?
What's that?
Any update on the quarterback, Nick Foles?
I haven't looked because I did hear that they were working out Deshaun Kaiser or whatever his name, Kaiser.
So they're looking to replace him.
They're looking for another backup.
Yeah, they're looking for somebody that can maybe step in because Trubisky's hurt too.
Yep.
So, what do you do at that point?
I know there's one player out there that is available.
You know who I think? I think they should just go find, drive like 20 minutes, 30 minutes south, go to Mount Carmel High School or Joliet Catholic and get their quarterback because they're probably gonna be just fucking good.
Are we talking about Uncle Rico?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All right.
Talking about Uncle Rico and his Rico Roughnecks.
So, we're gonna in our games picked. Chris is actually coming out in the number one spot with 67% correct. Jeremy, you're right behind him at 65%. Then we have Mo at number 3 with 63%.
So Chris has 3 games on me out of 147 games. He has a 3-game lead on me.
Yes.
I'm the college guy. I'm not supposed to know shit about pro.
Well, you're doing a good job at it. Gail.
He just colors.
Gail with
I'm not emotionally connected to any team really.
Gail with the adjusted amount of games she's actually picked. She is at number 4 with 63%, with 84 went correct. Then Amanda right behind her at 63 with 92 picked. The only reason why Amanda's lower is because the percentages are different because she's picked more games. Then
so you're giving Gail a bye because she had a kid?
Nope, that
Horrible
is
excuse.
no.
Horrible excuse.
No, when you do the math, that's how it works out.
No, you can't give her a bye week because she had a kid. That's a horrible excuse.
Listen, I was in the hospital with her, and I still picked.
You made your picks before she did, though.
She had all week to make her picks.
I made them Thursday night on the show, and I woke up and went to the hospital on Friday. Spent the whole time there.
Well,
we
you
watched
should.
movies.
Well, you should have told. Been like, hey, did you make your picks?
You guys watched movies in the hospital. That's plenty of time to make picks.
Exactly.
I didn't. I wasn't there, so I couldn't remind her.
She shouldn't have to be reminded. You're supposed to remind her either way.
Then
It's
so
your duty.
After Amanda, I'm coming in right behind her with 91 correct, at 62%. Nate is behind me at 60%, 88 games.
Place to be, Travis.
Nate likes being right behind you.
That's okay.
Although you're not gonna feel anything.
You're a good sturdy base.
Smitty is right behind you with 86 correct, 59%. He is the only one of us picking under 60% of the games correct. And in sports,
for being at 60%.
At sports betting, we would be making, we'd be actually good pickers at that with over 60%.
The issue is sports bettors bet against the spread.
Right.
Yeah.
Next year, we have to start betting against the spread.
Next year, you're gonna have to explain how to the spread works.
Yes.
For those that don't know how that works.
That would be me.
That'd be all of us, I think.
I think no one understands the spread over here.
Over, under, I don't understand that.
Exactly. If it's over, it's over. It's on. We're not looking over underscores. We're looking who's favored, plus or minus. 2 points, 3 points, 8 points, 10.
Yeah, what's this plus or minus crap? So
Plus
even when
is
you
bad,
win, you
minus
lose?
is Plus is bad, minus is good.
Plus is good.
Isn't that PEMDAS?
Huh?
Oh my! Somebody did too much schoolwork today.
All right, where are we at? Let's go.
All right, we are on week 11.
We already picked this game.
Yes, we did pick this game. We picked the Seahawks, and except for Amanda and Smitty are the only one that went with the Cardinals.
Gail.
Oh yeah, Gail went. I forgot.
You really need to learn how to look at your spreadsheets.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Do you know that Gail lives in your house?
Sometimes.
Just making sure that you have your memory still.
Yeah.
All he knows is there's a new noise in the house. He's trying to figure out where it comes from.
I know where that noise comes from. So, Nate, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going over to Jacksonville at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Please, I'm disappointed in Smitty. He didn't pick the Jags.
Yeah, I just
Thought he was supposed to pick against them until they lost.
I don't. He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think he's also a realist in the fact that the odds of the Jaguars beating
He
them.
just likes to say things that get a rise out of people.
He
That's
does.
his thing.
I'm disappointed in Smitty. All right,
I'm
he can
gonna
no
go-
longer live up here.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers on that one. I would be laughing my backside off if the Jaguars managed to break the streak, but you know, there's no point to go against the Steelers right now.
No, the Jacksonville Jaguars' pass defense and run defense is lackluster. I am also going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jerry, who you going with?
I think Minshew Mania is long past due now, so I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Chris, are you also going
I'm
the
gonna
Steel
go
Curtains?
with the Steelers.
Jerry, who's Mo going with? Do we get her picks?
I do have her picks because I am a responsible person and get the picks I'm required to get. She is going with the Steelers.
She's going with the Steelers. And Amanda, you doing it live?
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
gonna go with the Steelers.
Nate hopes you do it live, because if you did it pre-recorded, it'd be a little hard.
Phrasing?
What?
Never mind. Next, I have the first.
Nate's thinking
You
about
might
how
want to
he's
search your room for cameras.
I'd say there's plenty of cameras here right now.
Not that room.
Oh.
No. See, the thing is, Amanda wants him. Nate's still afraid of them.
Nate doesn't want Pornhub to see his tiny little unit.
No, he's afraid they aren't gonna be able to see it.
That's the web series, Tiny Little Unit.
There you
Listen,
go, Mandy.
it's
You
not
already got
that
your porn
tiny,
video made.
people.
As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters, Amanda.
Just keep telling yourself that, Amanda May. Someday you'll believe it too.
Whose pick is it again?
It's my pick. I gotta pick the Detroit Lions or the Carolina Panthers, and the Lions are showing life. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think. Jerry, who you going with?
Is Bridgewater back?
Not that I know of. Gales hasn't said anything. I think she might have gotten rid of him also. Because I think he's out for a while. He's hurt. His knee is like hurt.
What's the Lions record?
They are.
Not great.
4-5.
Yeah, they started winning all of a sudden though. The Detroit Lions are 4-5.
That's what Amanda just said.
3 times.
I only heard you once.
I'm gonna go
Jeremy.
with the Lions.
Jeremy, come on.
Bueller.
Pick. No research. Come on.
Lions. Lions.
Jeremy, you're gonna.
Rawr, Lions.
Jeremy, if you don't pick quickly, you're gonna pick the first on each one of them.
I'm gonna pick the Lions.
Chris, who you going with?
I'm going with the Lions, and Prater kicks for 30 points for me.
Prater? Who's Prater?
My kicker.
Their kicker.
The one that gets you 40 points every week?
Yeah.
If Prater's gonna kick for 30
My
points,
kicking
I
running
think
back is who he is.
yes. He's the star defensive tackle.
So, Journey, who's Mo going with? Is he Lions?
Panthers.
Amanda, who you going with?
Judging by everybody's records and the fact that Mo's winning, I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Actually,
You do realize that I'm winning, right?
Right. And she's picking lower than you are.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Whatever. I'm gonna go with the Panthers anyway.
Too late. Nate's going with the Lions because he said it 16 times, right?
Lions.
No, I was definitely gonna go with the Panthers until those two just picked. I'm gonna go with the Lions. Yeah.
Oh my.
So, Chris,
I'm betting. Fuck.
I'm well aware.
the New England Patriots are heading down to Houston. Who you going with, Chris? It's 1 o'clock early game.
He wants Deshaun Watson to go off. That's his issue right now.
Oh, I got Burrows starting, even though he's playing Pittsburgh.
Actually, that might be good for him because he'll have to come
I'm
back.
gonna go with Houston.
You're going with Houston. Jerry, who's Mo going with?
I'm assuming she's gonna go with the Patriots because
She usually
that's
does.
what she does. She's gonna go with the Patriots. Wait, do you guys remember last week when I picked the Ravens, but then I went, you know what? I think the Patriots gonna win, but I already made my pick, so it's too late.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
You remember me saying that?
And the worst part is, the minute we started doing our picks, our video and audio crapped out. So when I fixed the video to upload it, so because our video that was on live was only 30 seconds long, I was like, all of a sudden our audio and our video went just crap, and I was like, oh, I guess I got to cut out all our picks.
Yeah, YouTube was crashing last week. Remember?
Yeah, but also Streamlabs crashed, so I don't know what the hell happened.
The internet was crashing.
I don't know. My internet was good. It was just the program.
No, I'm saying the internet.
Oh yeah, the internet was having problems.
Did Ralph break the internet?
Yes, that's probably what our issue was. Amanda, who you going with? Patriots. Nate, who you going with?
Patriots.
What?
The Patriots have a 10-2 record against the Houston Texans, so I'm just gonna go with that track record.
Yeah, but Bill O'Brien's gone. Now it's Romeo Cornell.
Bill O'Brien and Tom Brady are both gone, but I am still also going with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Journey, who you going with?
I'm going with the Patriots. The Patriots defense is built to stop that style of quarterback now.
Oh yeah. Mo has the first pick between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens.
She is picking the Titans.
Titans. Amanda, who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Nate, who you going with?
Titans.
Titans just look like crap all of a sudden, so I am going with Baltimore. Even though they lost last week in that game, that was awful, but I am still going with Baltimore. Jeremy, who you going with?
I'm going with the Titans.
You're going with the Titans. Chris, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with the Titans, but I think it's a close game.
Titans being close. Amanda, you have the first pick of the Philadelphia Eagles or the Cleveland Browns.
Ugh.
No, this should be now it shouldn't be.
The Browns.
The Browns. Nate, who you going with?
Browns every game.
Browns.
Austin Healy's still there.
I am also going with the Browns. Arizona. Arizona's kicking a field goal to tie it up.
No, that was an extra point, dumbass.
That was an extra point? Oh, it was.
Oh.
I didn't realize they had just scored. I wasn't paying attention. Jerry, who you going with? The Browns or Eagles?
I'm going with the...
Fly, Eagle, fly?
Baker hurt still? Is Baker still hurt?
I don't know.
No, he's starting.
I'm going with the Browns. They got Chubb back.
They do. He had a good game last week too.
Everyone loves a Chubb.
Chris, who you going with?
I'm going with the Browns.
And Journey, who's Mo going with for this game?
The Browns. She's a secret Browns fan. That's her
Secret-
secondary team.
That's her secondary team.
She does have a brown shirt, so.
This is true. Jeremy, I know. Nate, sorry. The Atlanta Falcons are going down to New Orleans.
Ooh, that's a hard game to pick.
It is.
Atlanta's actually coming on as of late.
Yeah, Atlanta's making a run for it.
And without Breeze in there, what's his name's usually good for 50-50 to touchdown and interception ratio. So
Yes,
Jameis
he
Winston.
is. 6 passes, 6 interceptions.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
You're still going to go with the Saints.
Yeah, they got Alvin Kamara, so I think with that running game, the line's still the same. They could utilize him as a dump option, as a running option. They're probably going to use him pretty heavily, and then they still have an excellent caliber wide receiver as long as they, whoever the quarterback is, and you still have Taysom Hill. So even if Jameis Winston starts, there's still plenty of caliber talent around that could probably make up the difference.
They could pull him out if they need to.
Yeah. Plus the Falcons choke in the fourth.
So not since they changed the coaches. So you're saying Sean Payton's going to pull Jameis Winston every time he was going to throw an interception? He's figured out the calculations on when statistically he's going to throw the interception, so they're going to pull him out.
Well, for a while, it was every 6th pass, so. This is a hard game to pick because the Falcons all of a sudden figured out how to win, but I am going to go with the Saints. Jerry, who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I think that offense and defense is just too good.
Chris,
even without a quarterback.
Yeah, Chris, who you going with?
I'm also going with the Saints. I think, like Nate said, they're going to utilize that, Kamara out of the backfield. They're going to probably utilize those receivers, jet sweeps and stuff like that to, move them east to west, vice north and south.
Very possible. Jerry, who's Mo going with?
The Saints.
The Saints. Amanda, who you going with?
The Saints.
The Big Easy. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals going to Washington. Oof. This is a tough one. It's the last 1 o'clock game.
That stinks worse than the 4 number 2s I took today.
Why do you poop so much?
You're supposed to.
Chris, one behind me.
Oh my god.
No, I caught up. I just forgot to send a pic.
Oh,
how dare you?
I am going to go with. I'm going to go with Washington on this one. I believe the Bengals suck worse than Washington. Jared, who you going with?
Alex Smith is starting again.
That's the killer. If Alex Smith wasn't starting, I probably was going to go with the Bengals. But, I mean, Alex Smith threw for the most passing yards and the most completions he's ever had in a single game last week. So, with that being said, I'm going to go with the Bungles.
Can I go with the Bungles?
Yeah, why not?
Chris, who you going with?
I'm going to go with Big Dick Joe and the Bengals.
Smitty with the Bengals. Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
She's going with the Bengals as well.
Am I the lone Washington picker?
Yep.
Amanda, so I'm guessing you're also going with the Bengals.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Nate, are you going Bengals with everybody else, or you coming with me?
See, I kind of believe in Alex Smith.
I do too, but that team's just garbage.
Yeah, but they're starting to kind of rebound a little bit. I mean,
there's signs of life there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like they're playing, an amazing team. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Washington. It's like a 49-51 either way.
It might become down to the hell. This game might end up in overtime for all we know. So Jeremy,
turf toe after the first 4 plays.
No, he's not on my roster.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Jeremy, you have the first game at 4:05. The Jets are going to the Chargers.
It's another dumpster fire.
Jeremy's going with the GETS Jets, right?
Fuck no, I'm going with my quarterback Herbert.
Who's getting hurt in the first play of the game?
He might not make out a pregame warm up, so let's just be hopeful.
Chris, who you going with?
I'm also going with the Chargers.
He's gonna come down with some freak like infection on a finger or a toe from a slight little scratch on some fake turf or something. He'll be out for like 6 weeks with my luck.
Yeah. Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
See, I called it now, so everyone has it documented. She is going with the Chargers.
Amanda, who you going with?
Chargers.
Nate, are we going with the GETS Jets?
No, I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
That's okay. I'm also going with the Chargers. I don't believe in the Jets at all. Chris.
No, I believe they're tanking it.
Yeah. So next, we have the Miami Dolphins heading up to Denver at the Mile High Stadium. Chris, are you going with Smitty's Miami, or are you going to go with the Little Horsies?
I need the Little Horsies to have a decent game because I have some receivers, but I'm going with the Dolphins.
Well, Smitty, as of course, every week went with the Dolphins. Jerry, who's Mo going with?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Amanda.
Dolphins.
Little Fishies. Nate, going with the Fishies?
See.
Si, senor. I am also going with Laces Out Dan. Jerry, who you going with?
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
You're not a fishy. Jerry, Mo had the first pick of the Dallas Cowboys at Minnesota. Should I just highlight Minnesota for everybody?
She's taking the Cowboys.
Wow. Amanda, who you going with?
The Vikings.
The Vikings. Nate.
The last, 3 of the 4 picks here have been really just bad, huh?
Yeah. Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Hand of the North with the Vikings.
I am also going with the Vikings. Jeremy. You going with the Big Purple?
You mean the Purple People Eaters?
Yep.
I think I might go with Cook.
So that would be the Vikings, right?
I'm going with Dalvin Cook for the win. Neither team's gonna win. Dalvin Cook's gonna win the whole game.
All right, so Minnesota Vikings it is. Chris, who you going with?
Taking the Vikings.
Mo just makes the Dallas Cowboys feel better. Amanda, you have the first pick between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Go Pack, go.
No.
Nate.
Go Pack, go. Go with my Packers.
You going with your Packers?
Yeah. There's only one good quarterback that came out of that draft in this game, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
I also believe that. So I'm going with the big cheese up there, too. Jerry, you going with?
What game is this?
The Packers-Colts game, 425.
I'm gonna take the Packs.
Chris, who you going with?
I'm going to go with that team up north.
The Cheeseheads?
Yeah.
And who is Mo going with, Jeremy?
Oh. Olsen down.
She's going with, what's the game?
Packers.
Oh, Green Bay. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Green Bay.
I was looking for Packers, not Green Bay.
Ah.
Of course he's down. He gets hurt every year.
So, Nate, you're the first pick. Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Raiders. They lost the last time. This is the Sunday night game.
The Raiders won the last matchup?
Yes, they did at the Chiefs.
Is this game even going to happen, though?
I'm going to go for a Raiders sweep.
You're going to go for a Raiders sweep.
Yeah.
I believe that the Raiders caught the Chiefs off guard, but I think the Chiefs are gonna make them pay for it. So I ain't going with the Chiefs this week. Jerry, who you going with?
Is this game even gonna happen?
As far as I know, it's supposed to. I haven't seen any news that's not.
Why wouldn't?
Because the Raiders just came down like 13 guys on the COVID list.
Really?
Because of close contact this week, I think. Like, as of yesterday or today.
Sounds like
No, they haven't said the game's been postponed or canceled yet, so we gotta pick it.
Well, considering most of the Raiders' starting defense is going to go on the COVID list, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Chris, who you going with?
I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Who is Mo going with? Mahomesy?
Yes, she is.
And Amanda, are you going with Mahomesy or the black and gold?
Let's
Black and
see.
silver.
I'm gonna go with Mahomes and hope that he gets me more than the 67.55 points he's projected.
Next Monday, we have the Los Angeles Rams at Tampa with the first all-black officiating crew. I had the first pick, and I am going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jerry, who you going with?
This game bothers me.
I know.
Well, just the fact is that
The Rams are all of a sudden
not...
all of a sudden start winning and like quietly sneaking up in the rankings.
No. My issue is Tampa doesn't play good in prime time. That team is hot garbage when it comes to primetime games.
True.
Which is the killer. But if they ever want to actually get their ass in gear, they have to start winning these games. So I'm gonna go with Tampa because they see the opportunity now that Breeze is out.
Yeah. Chris, who you going with?
What game was this again?
The Rams-Bucks game on Monday night.
Bucks.
Buckies. Jerry, who's Mo going with? She going with her boyfriend? Yep. Amanda, you going to go with Tom Tampa?
Yeah.
TB12 and TB.
Yeah. Nate, are you going with the Rams just because you almost refused to pick Tom Brady ever?
No. That's not why I'm picking the Rams.
Tell us your truth.
I like Jeremy. This game kind of intrigues me.
That's a safety.
Something's just telling me that the Rams might pull it off. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
So you're thinking Rams?
Yep, I'm going with the Rams.
Am I far behind because he didn't get tackled?
No, it's holding in the end zone.
Oh,
it's a safety.
Yeah, it is.
What the?
The flag was thrown. It's holding in the end zone. It's a safety. As soon as I saw the flag, I knew it was a safety.
Oh yeah, that's a blatant grab. Well, technically he wasn't in the end zone, so they could challenge that.
You can't challenge that spot.
Well, the start of the hold didn't happen in the end zone, but it continued through the end zone. So yeah, good call. All right, so next week we have 3 games to pick on Thursday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because Thanksgiving.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, but I refuse to accept that.
Okay.
It's still February.
Well,
or March.
Nate will be here, so we may do a live from here with me and Nate.
You can do that. Wear our masks.
I did grab a beer tonight while I was at the grocery store.
Excellent.
You gotta go buy your fruity white chick drinks.
Yes, because I got a bunch of harpoons, but they are assorted harpoons.
I'll just make my hot chocolate with pumpkin spice creamer and marshmallows.
Well, there you go. So Jeremy, you will pick the Houston Texans at the Detroit Lions. I have to fix these times because I forgot to do that.
12:30.
That's a 12:30 game?
Yep.
All right, so that's actually on the other spreadsheet, so that way this doesn't ever get screwed up. So that's week 12. 12:30. Then what time? So you're the first pick on that one, Jeremy.
Taking the Lions.
Going with the Lions on Thanksgiving. Chris, who you going with?
I am also taking the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Do we know who Mo is going with, Jeremy?
Yes, we do. She is going with the Lions as well.
She is going with the Lions as well. Does she know that she has 3 games to pick on Thursday?
She does. She did her due diligence.
Oh, she is smarter than the rest of us. Amanda, who you going with?
I could have told you that a long time ago.
Amanda?
I know. I'm thinking.
I thought I lost you.
No. The Lions.
The Lions. You sound sad.
I know because I don't feel great about it.
Texans suck, so you should feel great about it. Nate, who you going with?
Well, the Lions are 37-40-2 on Thanksgiving Day games.
They
so
are.
I am going to go with the Texans.
Did you check the Texans record, or do they just never play on Thanksgiving?
The Lions always play on Thanksgiving, and so does the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Why would I know this?
How do you not know this?
There used to be only
knowledge?
so there used to be only 2 games on Thursday. Then they expanded it to 3 games 5 years ago. Is that correct?
Something like that. They realized they could make more money
Right.
by adding it by having a third game on Thursday.
Right. There used to be only
They could get a
2 games, so they had one at 1:30, I think it was.
No, I think it was like a 3:30 and a 6:30 game.
Yes, that's what it was originally.
Or it was like a 3 and a 6:30, something like that.
Yeah, something
and
like
then
that.
they realized they can start earlier and maintain later, and you're still in that way you can hit all 3 of the big TV broadcast companies on Thursday.
Yeah, and you get
which got NFL more money because broadcasting rights.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, the first 2 should be on Fox, if I remember correctly.
No, they're all 3 on different channels, I believe.
Oh, so we had CBS, Fox, and then NBC?
No, you have CBS, then Fox, then Fox.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say. Well, that's good, because then we only have to set up.
I lied. CBS, Fox, and NBC.
Okay.
Told you, all 3 of them
That's
got a game. That was the big push they had. Ooh, that's an ACL.
You are so far ahead of me, and I am on the app.
Well, that's the replay of it. That's not even the live version.
Oh, yeah. I see the replay. Ooh, that hurts. I can feel. Oh, look at that ankle. Oh, that hurts me from here. I am. Even though the Lions lose 9 more than not on Thanksgiving, I do not believe the Texans are going to go up to the frozen north and win. I ain't going with the Lions. Hold on. The Lions are in a dome. Damn it. Chris, you have the next game. What time is this game, Nate?
4:30.
4:30. The Washington football team is going down to Dallas.
I'm going to go with Alex Smith. I'm going to go with Washington.
Smitty went with Dallas, amazingly enough. Jerry, who's Mo going with?
She's going with the Cowboys again.
She's going with the Cowboys again. Amanda, who you going with?
Dallas.
Gonna go with the Dallas. Nate, who you gonna go with?
I'm trying to add up their record here.
Cowboys have one more on Thanksgiving than not, if I remember correctly.
That's what it's looking like. For whatever reason, it wasn't as simple as
the other game.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions, because the Detroit Lions have played longer, I think, on Thanksgiving.
The Lion. Well, they started doing it in 1966.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the Lions was just like spilled out there. But counting real quick, I think I'm going to go with. They're 29-18-1. So I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys.
This is a tough game because I think Washington will win it if they play with the Red Rocket or their third-string QB. But if they put in their fourth-string QB, I think Dallas could actually have a chance to win this game. A good chance to win this game. So, I'm gonna go with Washington on that one. Because I think they're gonna want to stick with the Red Rocket, or if he's still available. Unless he gets hurt again this week, I don't see the Cowboys winning it. Jared, who are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with Alex Smith.
And Washington. And Mo has the last first pick. The Baltimore Ravens are going over the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers.
She is picking the Ravens.
She's picking the Ravens. Smitty also went with the Ravens. Amanda, who are you going with?
Steelers.
Steelers. Nate, who are you going with?
I agree. Steelers.
Steelers. I think this is going to be the Steelers, because Steelers are playing Jaguars. So I think this week is like the pure test as to what they're going to, if the Steelers are what they say they are, but I think they'll win. So I'm going to go with the Steelers. Jared, who are you going with?
I'm going with the Steelers. The Ravens don't know how to beat the Steelers.
No.
And let's face it, Lamar Jackson's not a passing quarterback.
Nope.
And everyone knows it now, and how to beat them is well defined.
And Chris, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
The Steelers. And that completes our picks for the week.
Yay!
Oh, there's too many shitty games this week.
Yeah. But at least during probably the second and third game, we might be on here.
Fat, dumb, and happy.
Yep, fat, dumb, and happy.
You
After
guys
I had been up early putting the turkey in. I
You
did.
just won't get to sleep.
No, I got a
Just
26-pound turkey, so I think I'm going to start around like 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie season. How did I just now realize this?
Yeah, speaking of Nate, you keep asking me what to bring. I figured out you should go to Price Chopper up into the bakery section. Not Price Chopper, but Market Basket. And grab like an apple pie and a pumpkin pie.
I was gonna bring green beans, but I could bring a dessert.
And a lemon meringue pie.
No, just the apple and
Wu-Tang
pumpkin.
pie.
I was waiting for it.
The Wu-Tang pie.
A gluten-free apple pie.
So
disgusting.
Amanda,
So,
when I was
apple
up there
filling
tonight, so Market Basket up in New Hampshire does have gluten-free stuffing.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We bought some.
It was
Not as
very
good
it was very surprising to me when the lady that was looking at it, she's like, "Sweet, they have it. I don't need to make it from scratch." I'm like, "Have what?" She's like, "Gluten-free stuff." I'm like, "That's kind of cool."
Yep.
Because I now that I know you have it and you need gluten-free, I'm like, "Huh? What do you know? They make that gluten-free too."
Yeah, they have gluten-free gravy too.
Gluten-free
Actually,
gravy?
good.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
because
lots
she
of
was looking
chicken
for it.
Flour.
Yeah, I was trying to, because I was grabbing gravy and she was looking for it. I'm like, what are you looking for? Because she thought the fat-free one was the gluten-free one, but it wasn't.
No, it's in a white box.
Oh, it's
with
not.
all the gravy by
With the
McCormick.
gravy packets.
Oh, I thought it was like a jar, like everything else. All the other
No.
gravies.
Gravies aren't in jars; they're in little pouches.
No, the
Jar-
gravies are in jars.
Jars contain gluten.
The glass jars contain gluten.
No, he's just don't. I mean, you can make homemade gravy that's gluten free. Oh my. Anyways,
All right. I think we're fried.
Yeah,
I think we're
I think we're
Yeah.
done.
you think?
So
It was fun, gentlemen.
it's been fun.
That's all, folks.
Bye, everybody. See you, Chris. We'll let you know about next Thursday.
Yeah, just let me know.
If you want,
See
if
what's
you
going
want to
on.
pack your kids up and just drive up, we'll be here.